Life is waiting to give you everything your heart desires. Um, and it's just waiting for you to be ready for that. To get out of your way, your own way, right? Get out of your own way. Let go of the lies, the stories, let go of all the bullshit, and just be open to receiving like things that are so beyond what you could even imagine that you want. The things that are here deep in your heart. When this happens, it's like you will say, I could have never imagined this. And the reason you can't is because your mind can't comprehend like the fullness of what your heart knows. It's here. Like this is the only place you can really understand it. So anything you can think of is not as good as what is coming. Anything you can imagine is not as good as what comes from the unknown. It's always trying to come to you. And we actively block it, right? We're actively blocking it in life. That's the only reason it's not there. And there's going to be a lot more coming about this, about the experience of this. But I just want to share for now, like, that's what's happening. That's what's happening now in the world. Things are happening very quickly, very, very quickly. And it's so beautiful. It's so good. Like, it feels like calmness. It feels like ease. It feels like total clarity. Oh, it feels so good. Like, it's just like, if you like the beach, it's just like laying on the chair on the beach or in the sand, however you like to do it, and listening to the waves crashing and being in the sun. And if you could just picture that place of total serenity and calmness and peace for you, it's like living in that constantly, whatever it is for you. And everyone's heart desire is totally different, you know. So and I've kind of talked about mine, it's family, creating family, creating life with someone, and obviously connecting to myself first. Like I think many people are told the story about, oh, you're supposed to get together with the person and they'll complete you and blah blah blah, which is all bullshit. We're already complete. You know, we're complete and we come together with someone else that's complete, and it's a multiplicative effect, right? It's like this is 100, this is 100. We come together, it's not 200, it's 10,000. You know, and that's just like, but I don't know that that's everybody's heart desire necessarily. Maybe it is. I don't really know. But that's part of it for all human beings. We are certainly social creatures. I can't say I don't know enough about this phenomenon yet to really know what it looks like for other people. I know what it looks like for me. And I actually actively pushed away that idea because I thought it was something that I had been programmed with from the paradigm, like the idea of the long-term relationship, because I was trying it, like I was trying to do it in my life and it just kept falling apart because I was trying to do it from an incomplete place. I was trying to do it as a person that hadn't fully seen themselves and fully connected with themselves and fully loved themselves. So, you know, it was codependency. Recipe for codependency. And you attract what you are, where you're at. So that, you know, every relationship was, it was progressing, but that kind of thing. Life just wants you and everybody to have their heart's desire, which I think a lot of us don't even know truly what it is, or aren't willing to see it, accept it. I wasn't. Not until last week have I really let go of all this other stuff and accepted that what I want is so simple in a way. It's not complex. It's not a big thing. We think about some things. I mean, it is a big thing, but like we have this idea of what's big, what's important, what's worthy of being a desire that we have, our most important thing, you know. And I certainly judge that. That's how it showed up for me. Like, this thing that I feel that I want, I've tried for it, it's not happening. Maybe it was just a lie. You know, got totally lost in that for a long time. But it was all necessary, part of this evolution, right? The evolution of me into really connecting to myself first and primarily. I mean, that's the key that opens the door into like all the magic. Just connect to yourself. Realize that you're whole. You've always been whole. There's nothing you need externally. And then you make a space when you do that, this huge space for everything that you truly want to come in. And like I said, it is beyond comprehension, mental comprehension. It's beyond that. It's so much. It's just love, pure love, abundance in every form, every way you can think about it. I guess there is kind of a sense of completeness at a different level. It's like, I'm complete, and now this picture is complete also. Yeah, double completeness. I don't know. Yeah. So I know it may feel like life is not looking to give you everything you've ever wanted. Because I couldn't see that throughout this even the years and years of personal development. Like, I knew that things were happening for the best interest of everyone involved all the time. I knew that. I could see that part of it. But the fact that like it was wanting to give me things beyond what I ever could have dreamed or wished or hoped for, I didn't get that. I didn't see that. I didn't know that. I never even heard of that. It was a foreign concept. And now that I'm experiencing it, in it, I get it. I get it. It's always been there, just waiting, you know? Like, if you're someone that doesn't even listen to your inner guidance, it's just waiting. It's just waiting for you to listen. I think everybody does. I don't think that's really true that we don't. My good friend from school really felt called to send me a book, or to get me to read a book. I talked about this before, and I said, well, why don't you, and I was like, well, why don't you send it to me if you want me to read it? And he sends me the Audible version and a physical version, right? So I have the Audible immediately, and he felt called to do this, and I didn't start listening to it. I get the physical book from the mailbox. I'm like, oh man, yeah, this book wants me to read it. I'm called to read it, however you want to think about it. And I open the book and I'm like, no, I'm supposed to listen to it. I'm supposed to listen to it. And the Audible version it's like a podcast where they read a chapter and then they talk, and the author and the reader talk about it, like, and there's all this extra magic in there that's really important. And my point is, my friend may not feel like he is someone that listens to guidance or spiritual or any of that, but oh yeah, he does, right? He felt the call to talk to me about it. He totally received what I said about sending it. He sent 2 versions that were necessary for this to unfold the way it has. Everybody does it. We're all listening. It's just a matter of whether or not we actually take the action that corresponds to it. And all the roads lead to this place where everything that you've ever wanted, that you didn't even know you wanted, comes into your life completely, easily, magically, quickly, effortlessly. That's what's out there. That's what's waiting. And it's just allowing it to happen and letting go of bullshit, right? Lies, conditioning, stuff that's not true, not real, that we carry around. So this is a major shift, right, into different things. I think things are going to change a lot as far as what's being shared going forward. I don't even know, like, that's the beautiful thing about this, is like, just going into this thing, I totally trust and just feel amazing about it. I don't know totally what's coming out, and I don't need to know, because it's going to be the greatest shit ever. Great, like, I know that. I don't know the specifics, but I know that it's amazing, again, beyond my wildest dreams of what's possible in life. So I'm pretty excited about what's coming each moment, each day. And so is this cat. Here, let's see this cat. He is excited also. So we're gonna say goodbye, and we'll see you next time.